Get this wrong and your logs are gone when you need them most in production, which is why mastering systemd-nspawn for creating lightweight isolated containers is crucial, especially when you want to achieve process isolation, network configuration, and volume mounting without relying on Docker. What it does: systemd-nspawn is a command used to create and manage lightweight Linux containers, also known as namespaces or system containers. It utilizes the Linux kernel's namespace and cgroup features to provide a high level of isolation between containers, similar to Docker, but without the need for a separate daemon or complex configuration. Systemd-nspawn allows you to create containers from a directory tree, configure network settings, and mount volumes, making it a powerful tool for isolating and managing system services or applications. Command example. Breaking it down. The systemd-nspawn command takes several options to configure the container. The directory option specifies the root file system of the container, while the machine option sets the name of the container. The boot option tells systemd-nspawn to boot the container, which involves creating a new namespace and cgroup for the container and starting the init process. The network wait option configures a virtual Ethernet interface for the container, allowing it to communicate with the host and other containers. The bind option mounts a volume from the host inside the container. Internally, systemd-nspawn uses the Linux kernel's namespace features to create a new, isolated environment for the container. This includes mounting a new file system namespace, creating a new network namespace, and setting up a new PID namespace. Systemd-nspawn also uses cgroups to control resource allocation for the container, such as CPU and memory usage. Common mistakes. One common mistake when using systemd-nspawn is failing to properly configure the network settings for the container. This can result in the container being unable to communicate with the host or other containers. Another mistake is not mounting the necessary volumes inside the container, which can cause applications to fail or behave unexpectedly. Try this next. To practice using systemd-nspawn, try creating a new container and configuring it to run a simple web server. You can use the port option to forward a port from the host to the container, allowing you to access the web server from outside the container. Pro tip: in production environments, it's a good idea to use systemd-nspawn in combination with other systemd tools, such as systemd machine, to manage and monitor your containers. This can help you to automate tasks, such as starting and stopping containers, and to troubleshoot issues more easily. Additionally, consider using a configuration management tool, such as Ansible or Puppet, to manage the configuration of your containers and ensure consistency across your environment.